Hello YouTube, this is AndrewTheRed. Got some more books over the past month or so, mainly from, probably 99% from two trips. One was my city library had a sale, $2 a book, and there was also a used bookstore that had a 90% off sale, if you can believe that. And so I got a lot of stuff for like really cheap, 20 cents, 50 cents, etc. So I'm going to do these videos there's quite a few books, so I'm going to do these videos in pieces. I've got the books organized into sections just for more coherence with searching on YouTube, and also for your own interests, so you can just watch the ones that you're interested in. I've got books on history, which I'm going to do for this video, and the stuff that you see over here is part of that. I've got economics, and I did get those Mises Institute books in, so that'll be in the economics one. I've got fiction, I've got religion, and I've got some miscellaneous and politics. And yeah, that's it, I think. Philosophy. Well, I guess philosophy and religion are together. So I'm going to start this video with these books I've got behind me here. This is, you may have heard of Will Durant's, what's it called? The Story of Civilization series. I don't know how many are in the series, maybe 12 volumes. I have almost all of them here. They were at the library sale, and I had originally was just going to get online The Age of Reason Begins, and maybe Rousseau and Revolution, and I would have paid probably $10 online to have them shipped to me. But then I saw them, most of them, at the library for $2, so I picked them up for $2 each. So the first volume here is Our Oriental Heritage. Then volume 2 is The Life of Greece. Volume 3 is Caesar and Christ. Volume 4 is The Age of Faith. I think this is volume 5, The Renaissance. And then volume 6 is The Reformation. And then volume 7 is The Age of Reason Begins. Volume 8, The Age of Louis XIV. And then I'm missing volume 9, so whatever that is. Volume 10 is Rousseau and Revolution. Volume 11 is The Age of Napoleon. And then I think there's a volume 12, and I think that's it, but maybe there's more, but I think there's just 12 in the series. So I thought that was pretty nice to pick them up for a reference to have, and I picked them up all very cheap, $2 each, and they're in decent condition. Some of them don't have the covers, but they're just cheap plastics covers. All of the books look like this if they don't have the plastic color on them. So I'm just going to put those away, and I'll continue on with the rest of the history ones. Okay, I got the books ready now, the rest of the history. I've also split these up into little sections, but this will be just one video. So I'll start with this one on its own. So here's A History of the Sciences by Mason. I've been looking for more of these kinds of books. This is New Revised Edition, 1962. So that'll be nice to have a nice history of the sciences. And it's got all the stuff, even from the pre-Socratics up to Italy and Germany, science and the national movements, astrophysics and theories of world structure. So that's great. And I got one more to add. The Beginnings of Western Science. The European Scientific Tradition in Philosophical, Religious, and Institutional Context, 600 BC to 1450 AD, by Lindberg. And this is 92. So that's also very nice, especially the context part. So that'll be another nice addition to the history of science. Here's some books on Russia from Solzhenitsyn. The First Circle. So this is Gulag, Stalin era, and the Gulag Archipelago. This is, I have volume 3 of the Gulag Archipelago, and this one's volume 1 and 2 combined. So now I have them all. I think I have volume 3 over there. So that's done. I'm glad I found that one finally. Okay, here's another one on its own. The World is Flat by Friedman. I was going to get this actually a while ago just online, just ordering it. And I thought the reviews, I read some reviews on it, and I didn't think it was going to be a very good book. But anyways, it was at the library for $2, library sale, so I guess it was worth at least $2, even if it wasn't very good. So now I have that one. Okay, here's the Rise and Fall of the British Empire by Lawrence James. This is written in 1995. Oh, I thought it was older than that. 1995. And so add that to the British section. Here's some books on art, history of art. Very few of these, so nice to have these now. Hellenistic Sculpture by R.R.R. Smith. 3 R's. So this is 91. So there's lots of nice pictures in here. Of course, famous pictures. So that'll be nice to look through, especially in comparison to how sculpture is done now, and as well as sculpture as art. And another thing that's interesting is who is sculpted and why. It seems to be very cultural. You've got sculptures of Stalin in some Russian buildings. You've got sculptures of American leaders and things like that. So even Ayn Rand actually had a bust made. Here's the art of the Romantic era. And of course there's Lady Liberty, or no, what's that one called? Something about Liberty. That's a famous painting there on the cover. And so this has got some interesting stuff in it. And of course, I thought this was a great find because I've just finished reading the Romantic Manifesto, and of course Rand only liked art that had some meaning for humanity and showed ideals, the ideal man or the ideal environment and things like that. And so this is the kind of art that's supposed to do that. So I thought that might be interesting to have on hand. And here's another one, A History of Western Architecture. This is pretty much brand new. It was listed for $20, and of course 90% off sale is only $2. And it's nice color, nice huge pictures, essentially a photo book, but it's got lots of text. I would say it's about 50% text at least. And I thought that was great because I'm also interested in how the buildings are constructed, but also there is the elements of purpose and structure, but also there's room for art in even buildings. So I thought that would be nice to have also for reference. 5th edition by David Watkin. Okay, American history. I found this at the library, and the author, I thought I had to have it, Murray Rothbard. I guess he created a series on American history. And so this is volume 3, Advance to Revolution, 1760 to 1775. And I guess the title of the series is called Conceived in Liberty. This is written in 76 by Murray Rothbard. For those who don't know, Murray Rothbard is a famous libertarian anarchist. Okay, and last bunch are books on the ancient world. So here's The Greek Experience by Bowra, written in 57. Here's Edith Hamilton's The Greek Way. It's supposed to be very good. That's what Cropper recommends this one, and I finally found it randomly. This is 1942. Here's The Romans by R.H. Barrow. And this is 49. This one's 84. I thought this was an interesting one. Rome beyond the Imperial frontiers. So what was Rome like, or what was Rome's effect beyond its borders? I thought that might be interesting. It says here, a new and concise survey of Roman adventuring beyond the political frontiers of the Roman world. So, I thought that might be interesting. This is by Wheeler, 54, 55. Here is Gibbon's The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, abridged. I hadn't found one yet until now. And as you may remember, I have volume 4 of the whole series that I found randomly. But I was looking for an abridged copy because I'm unlikely to go through the whole thing. So I finally did, and I'm glad. This is 1960, an abridged copy. So I guess the abridgment, abridgment by L.O.W., D.M. Lowe. And here is Engineering in the Ancient World by Landels. Apparently they almost had the steam engine in that era in the ancient world, but they just didn't put a few facts they had together, and they could have done it. But they had some very ingenious engineering for the time. This was 1978-2000, revised edition 2000. So here's some here. Oh, there's actually some pictures in here. I'll show you some of these things. They had some machinery. So, for example, stuff like this. And okay, and then I also just saw a crossbow, which I'll show you. Here's a crossbow, it looks like. Oh. So that will be interesting. Another interesting question is, why didn't they develop these technologies further? So I'll get into that, though, someday. Okay, next section will be whatever it is.